And President Taft said, Mark Twain never wrote a paragraph a father could not read to his daughter. Well, President Taft never read 1601. Easter night, Her Majesty the Queen foretook a fantasy, as she sometimes had, and invited to her closet certain playwrights and authors, these being Lord Bacon, His Worship Sir Walter Raleigh, Mr. Ben Jonson, and the child, Francis Beaumont, who being but 16 was still speaking his Latin tongue, having not yet learned English. In a strange mixing of truly mighty blood, the Queen also invited the meanest of sinners, to wit, the Duchess of Bilgewater, 22 years of age, the Countess of Granby, 36, her daughter, Lady Helen, 16, and two maids of honor, Lady Boothie, 65, and Lady Dilberry, having just turned 70. I, being Her Majesty's cupbearer, had no choice but to remain and hold conversation with this coarse lot. In the heat of the talk, it befell that one did break wind, yielding an exceedingly mighty and distressful fragrance, whereat all did turn toward the Queen, who stated, verily, in mine 68 years I've not heard a fellow fart such as this. It seemeth by the great sound and clamor of it, it must be male, and the belly that lurked behind such a deed as that must now be fallen flat against the spine of him who hath delivered so stately and so vast a bulk. Pray thee, let the author confess to the offspring. Will my Lady Dilberry testify? My God, your grace, had I room for such a thundergust within mine ancient bowels, I could not discharge the same and live to thank the Lord for it. 'Twas not I that brought forth this rich, overmastering fog, this fragrant gloom. Pray ye, seek ye further. Perhaps Lady Boothie hath done the company this favor. Madam, my limbs are feeble with the weight and drouth of 65 winters, and it behoveth me to be tender unto them. In the providence of God had I contained that wonder. Forsooth, I'd have given the entire evening to dribbling it forth, not launching it sudden in its matchless might, taking mine own life with violence. In sooth, it was not I. In God's name, who hath favored us? Has it come to pass that a fart shall fart itself? Not one such as this, I trust. Young Master Beaumont? No. No, 'twould have wafted him to heaven like so much goose down. Could it be, ye little Lady Helen? Nay. Nay, thou would have to tickle thy tender maidenhead with many a mousy squeak before thou learn to blow a hurricane like this. Was it you, my learned and ingenious Johnson? Such a blast never hath mine ear saluted, nor such a stench so all-pervading and immortal. 'Twas not a novice that did it, your majesty, but one of veteran experience. In sooth, it was not I. Then there was a silence, and each did turn toward the worshipful Sir Walter Raleigh, that brown, embattled swashbuckler, who rising up did smile. Most gracious majesty, 'twas I that did it, but indeed was so poor and frail a note compared with such as I am wont to furnish, that in sooth I was ashamed to call the weakling mine. It was nothing less than nothing, madam, but had I come prepared, I'd have delivered something worthy. Bear with me, please your grace, till I can make amends. He then delivered himself of such a godless and rock-shivering blast that all were fain to stop their ears, and following it did come so dense and foul a fog that what came before it did seem a poor and trifling thing beside it. Then saith he, feigning that he blushed and was confused, I perceive that I am weak today, and cannot justice do unto my powers. And he sat down, as if to say, there, it is not much, but let he who hath an arse follow that. That's 1601.